Just a few days back, Microsoft released Magentic 1, and now they have come up with another multi AI agent framework called the Tiny Troop. Tiny Troop is an experimental Python library designed to simulate individuals, referred to as the tiny persons. These tiny persons are actually artificial agents which are capable of listening to users and other agents, engaging in realistic conversations, and living their lives in a simulated world called Tiny Worlds based on their personas. The library actually leverages advanced large language models such as GPT-4 to produce natural and realistic behavior. So in this video, I'm going to use the power of Tiny Troop to create an ad for an apartment using the tiny persons provided by Tiny Troop. Alright, so let's get started. In order to use the Tiny Troop library, you need to have it installed on your system or inside your notebook. Currently, I am using the Google Colab notebook. You can use it on any IDE or any other notebook that you want. So the first step is to clone the GitHub repo of the Tiny Troop. So here is the official GitHub repo of the Tiny Troop provided by the Microsoft. In order to clone the repository, you simply have to copy this URL and then you clone it using the command git clone. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to run the command git clone and then provide the path of the GitHub repo. It is going to start cloning inside a new folder. Now the next thing is to move inside this folder in order to download all the requirements needed for the Tiny Troop. So for that, I'm going to use the command cd Tiny Troop. This is going to take me inside the directory where the GitHub repository is cloned. And then in order to install all the requirements for the Tiny Troop, I'm going to run the command pip install dot. This is going to install everything which is needed for the Tiny Troop. After everything is downloaded, now we're going to start the actual coding. And for that, firstly, we are going to import the libraries and set up all the environment variables. So here, firstly, we are importing certain generic libraries in order to set the environment variables and the configurations. Next, we are importing the Tiny Troop library and the specific modules which are needed to create the agents, the environments, and the functionality to extract the simulation results. After that, I am adding the parent directory to the system path to allow importing modules from there. And next, you have two options. Either you can set the Azure API key and the Azure endpoint, and the other option is to use the OpenAI API key. So I'm going to go with the OpenAI API key and save it as an environment variable inside the OS. And once you do that, it is going to provide you information about the current Tiny Troop configuration. Since we have passed the OpenAI, so the API type is OpenAI. This is the Azure API version. The model is going to be the GPT-4o, and these are all the different configurations associated with the Tiny Troop. The next step is to set up the focus group, which can be done using this line of code. Here, I am actually defining a tiny world by the name focus group with three predefined personas. The first one is Lisa, the data scientist. Second one is Oscar, the architect. And third one is Marcos, the physician. And these personas are actually predefined inside tinytroop.examples module. Once you run it, it is going to create a focus group having three different personas. Next, in order to create a simulation in the Tiny Troop, we need to define the simulation details. So the simulation detail includes a description of the scenario, which is called a description, then an apartment, which is actually going to be the apartment description, and a task, which will be done by the three personas which are created in the focus group. So let's go ahead and define the simulation details. Here, firstly, I am defining the situation that this is a focus group which is dedicated to finding the best way to advertise an apartment for rent. Everyone in the group is a friend to the person who is renting the apartment called Polo, and the objective is to find the best way to advertise the apartment and find a good tenant. So the situation can be anything according to your requirement. For this scenario, this is the perfect situation. Then for the apartment description, you have to provide all the characteristics of the apartment. So these are all the different characteristics for the apartment. And the third thing is to assign a task. So the task is actually going to be assigned to the focus group. Here I am saying to discuss the best way to advertise the apartment so that Paulo can find a good tenant. So for each simulation in the Tiny Troop, you need to provide a situation so that the personas or the tiny persons can have a better understanding of the situation. Then you need to provide a description, and then the third thing is to assign a task to those tiny persons. Once you have defined the simulation details, now the next thing is to inform the focus group about this simulation. For that, we need to broadcast this simulation details to the tiny persons in the focus group, and this can be done using these lines of code. So you have to use the focus group dot broadcast person, and then you have to provide the situation, the description, and the task one by one, and all of these simulation details will be passed to each element of the focus group. Once you run it, you will see that all of this information will be passed to all the personas which are present in the focus group. Firstly, we are passing the information to the Oscar, then it is going to Marcos, and it's going to Lisa. Then if you scroll down, it is passing the apartment details to all the three personas. And then lastly, it is providing the task to all three of them. So once we have broadcast the simulation details to the focus group, now we are sure that the tiny persons are well aware of the situation along with the task that they need to perform. So now the next thing is to actually run the simulation, and this can be done using the run function of the focus group. So you have to use focus group.run, and inside which you have to pass the number of iterations for which you run the simulation. So since there are three different inputs, so I want to run the simulation for three different iterations, allowing the agents to interact and develop responses based on the three inputs which we provided to them. So once you click on the run button, you will see that it will start running the simulation. Firstly, Lisa is performing a thought. It is going to think for a bit and then take the action. So based on the provided task, firstly it is thinking to consider the unique features of the apartment and its location to create an appealing advertisement. Then it is performing a large number of other steps, and once it is done, the information generated by Lisa is passed to the Oscar. So it is saying that Lisa's points are valid, highlighting the apartment features will be helpful. Then Oscar is adding that we can also create a virtual tour or a video walkthrough of the apartment to showcase the different amenities. Then the information provided by the Oscar is passed on to the Marcos. It then acts upon it and then provides its own input for the task which we have provided to them. So here our first iteration is completed. Now the focus group is going to perform the step 2 out of the 3 iterations. Here they will look at all the suggestions and will add more to these in order to create the perfect advertisement for the apartment. And if you look at the conversation, you will see that it will actually seem like three people are actually talking to each other and are responding to the opinions which each of them is providing and is actually supporting or denying their opinion, and also adding more information to make that more valuable. So once all of them are thinking about the situation and the task which was assigned to it and has reached to a conclusion, the conversation will end at Marcos, which is the third persona, and the simulation will end. So till this point, we know that the three personas or the three tiny persons have performed some processing on the task and the situation which we provided to them and has come up with a great advertisement for the apartment. But how to get it? So this brings us to our final step, which is extracting and saving the results. The TinyTube provides us another component called the extractor, which can extract the generated information from the world that contains the focus group and the tiny person. So now we are going to go ahead and use the extractor and call its extract results from the world function, where the world contains the focus group. The extraction objective is to compose an advertisement copy based on the ideas given. The fields are actually going to be the ad copy, and then we are using the extractor.save as JSON function to store all the information which is saved inside the extractor as a JSON file. So let's go ahead and run this. Okay, so it has provided us the raw result message. So this is actually the advertisement for the apartment which is in the raw form. And if I go to the files right here, you will see that I have another JSON file called apartment rent ad extraction. If I open it, here you can see that we have agent extraction, the world extraction dictionary, inside which we have a focus group, and the focus group has generated a field by the name ad copy, which actually contains the details of the advertisement for the apartment. So this is a really basic form as it is inside the JSON. But what if we want to extract this ad copy details and store it inside a txt file, and so that the user can easily download the advertisement and can use it wherever he wants? For that, I'm gonna create a new file called apartment.ad.txt, inside which I'm going to go inside the world extraction dictionary of the extractor, which has a field called focus group, and the focus group has a field called ad copy. So I'm going to get this ad copy and store it inside a variable called lines, and then I'm going to iterate through all the lines and write them inside the file. So once you run it, it is going to create a new file by the name apartment@.txt. Let me show you here. Here is my file, and if I open it, you can see that now we have the extracted apartment ad from the extractor inside a new file. So in this way, you can use this particular scenario to generate advertisement for any of your product that you want using the AI agents, which acts as the real world entities based on the information given to them by the LLMs. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.